Thank you, Team Liquid, for being here with us today. We are going to start with the press conference. We are going to start with some questions on the call. So please raise your hand if you have a question. Golden, you are the first.
First of all, sorry for the loss that you had today. I know that it was a very hard match, knowing that the team is not complete, knowing that the IGL of the team was not here present. So I have a question
Recording in progress.
for Patitek. And the question is, we saw that in the sunset, you were doing some calls because that was the VCT stream show that you were saying, okay, now we throw this smoke here, now you have to throw the cipher cage here. So you were, I don't know if you can confirm this, but you were the IGL in this match for the Team Liquid?
No, I wasn't. I was only for the sunset. I think for Icebox and Haven, everyone was calling and everyone was chipping ideas. But on sunset, I just took over because I saw some opportunities. I saw some plays that could have been made. So I just started calling, and that's it pretty much.
Thank you so much. Next question is from Rasur.
Hi, this is a question from the Valorant competitive community. To Penny, how does it feel like to play Masters in front of your home crowd in Canada?
I mean, I definitely hear a bunch of support from the crowd going up and on the stage. Honestly, it's a pretty surreal feeling. Being one of two Canadians to play on the stage. And yeah, I mean, I think that map 2 performance was something to be proud of. And like we talked about backstage, we're still not out of the tournament, so we can hopefully build off that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next question is from Shobi.
Yeah. 1 second, my mouse is glitchy. If you want to go to the next person.
Okay, cool. Next question is from Chitaku.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, first for all, I lost for, sorry for the last, and I'm Shitaku from Universo Valorant. My question is for Serial. Serial,
Yep.
this is your first international stage before you play in Rising Spain. So my question is, how did you notice the difference between playing in the Spain Racing and playing in the Master?
I mean, the difference is massive. That's quite easy to understand, but I think the main factor is just everybody kind of has a different drive from the game and way more motivation, and the skill ceiling in both mechanically and just, I mean, every player is just incredibly better, and it's not taking anything away from tier 2 or Spain or anything like that. It's just there's an obvious jump, in my opinion, but yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much and good luck in the next match.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Pedro.
Yes. Hello, guys. First off, commiserations on the loss. Hopefully, you guys can bounce back in your next opportunity in this competition. I'm going to send this one over to Penny for my question. I want to ask you just sort of real quick about the process and the timeline, getting a much more deeper into that. How has that kind of experience been like for you so far? Just having to go from like, just coming into this event as like one of the many spectators of this event, and then getting the call from TL to just join and having to slot in, having to fit into a different system, and having to just go through all of that, and maybe also undergoing the pressure, and just also like looking into the past history with Team Liquid, because I remember like back in Reykjavik 2021, you faced against Team Liquid and you beat them as a member of version 1. So just trying to jump all this together, how has the experience been like for you so far?
Well, we've actually only been here together for 4 days, and out of those 4 days, we've only had 2 days to play together. So we've had about 6 games total in scrims to play. So obviously, I mean, you can't have the highest expectations when we're meeting each other for the first time, playing together for the first time. We don't know each other, and the roles are just like, I mean, it is what it is. Like Nats is like a big player. plays a completely different role than me. He's the IGL. I'm not an IGL, and so there's a lot to take into account. But the boys have been super friendly. I feel like a part of the team. Honestly, they're super great, and yeah, I'm thankful to be up here with them.
Thank you so much. Next question is from Jorge.
Hi. A question for anyone on the team. I want to know what you think of Bilibili Gaming style of play.
When the numbers.
I'll answer.
It was honestly it was super hard to play against. I don't think we ever faced a team with this kind of play style. Like I don't think we ever placed a team that legit catches a timing almost every round and lurks every round. So it was hard for us to read it and kind of adapt to it. Yeah, I think that's why we struggled the most as well.
Thanks so much. Next question is from Jeffrey.
Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but a little low. Can you?
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear
This
you
is
better.
Morgan. Okay. 这是 Morgopedia VALORANT Club，这是蒙内百科围棋编译组。And this question is for the coach，这个问题给了教练。I will ask the question in Chinese first and then translate it into English。我们注意到你们在森寒东港选择了一个非常不寻常的阵容，一共有3个烟卫和2个先锋，而且这其中里面没有任何的决斗英雄。我们特别好奇，就是您为什么会选择这样的人？So we noticed that you have decided to use a pretty unusual, with 3 smokers, 2 initiators, and there's no duelists, in Icebox. And we wonder why you have decided to use that agent pick. Thank you.
End of the day, the comp for Icebox was a team decision. Something a bit off meta that we felt comfortable in. And yeah, the reason for that comp was basically just, it was a team decision. We discussed it. The fact that we're playing this system that's very, more loose. I think it was a comp that could have worked. And end of the day, just in the details, But I still think that the boys did a really good job with the composition.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Last 2 questions on the call. Rasur.
Hi, this is another question from the Valorant competitive community, and I'll ask it to Penny again. How different is the air between international competition versus regional competition, even considering like challengers competition?
This might sound a bit crazy to say, but from playing, I've played some pretty good teams, maybe not recently, like in matches, but I honestly think that playing in tier 2 with how it is honestly much harder than playing in a tier 1 system with tier 1 coaching staff. When you have an idea of how to play the game, you have getting the game plans, anti-strat, all this stuff, it makes the game a lot easier. And in challenges, everything is completely random. Teams are playing 12 different play styles. Everyone has full confidence and no care, honestly. Like you've probably seen some of the drama happening with tier 2. There's not a lot of people with like passion or care for the game. Everyone's just playing however they want. They don't care. So when you come on a stage and play in a real system against real teams with proper coaching staff, honestly, the game feels a lot easier to play.
Thank you.
Thank you. Last question is for Pedro.
Yes, I'm going to send this one over to the coach. With all of that being said about, what we listened from this team today regarding like preparation and the lead up to Masters Toronto, I want to ask you, Lohan, as to like how difficult is it for you as the coach to try to, get the team ready and having to deal with like outside circumstances that prohibited you guys from just being the usual selves. For this particular case, what is the most difficult thing that you had to adjust from like the end of domestic season up until now with the inclusion of Penny and having to fit in for Nets?
Yeah. This was probably the hardest phase that went as a team. I mean, right now we are one of the teams, if not the team that plays the most maps in the world. A lot of intensity. The fact that we don't have IS here, the fact that we have 1 week of preparation for this patch. Doing the job that I'm doing right now, and me and Yao, right now it's the easiest actually, but still getting here in this situation was probably the hardest phase that we went through as a team, and we just need to accept the conditions that we are in, all the things that happen to us, and do our best and to adjust and take an approach into the game that allows these boys to shine still, which I still think they are doing a really good job, being taking into consideration that the current circumstances of the team.
Oh, thank you. Now we are going to take some questions here in the room.
Hello. Nerdscasts, independent, freelance from the United States. Sorry for the loss as always. This is going to start by being a question for Serial, and then open up to everyone. First off, fire tattoo. I can see it from here. Awesome. Everyone gotta shout that out. But Serial, I don't know if you've answered this before. What is your favorite cereal?
I haven't answered it, and
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to really give an answer. That it seems kind of boring, but even having some sort of resemblance to my name, maybe it's like I'm not really a cereal guy. But okay, let's go with the basic like cornflakes.
Okay.
That's probably what I would.
If anyone else has a
if I-
cereal that they like, I guess it'd just be funny.
You know, Vector?
Vector?
Yeah,
That's a cereal?
it is. Yeah.
Oh, well, fair enough. I
Teeny
didn't know
Minis. If you're a cereal guy, you should give it a try.
I'm gonna try it. I'm from the States, unfortunately.
Oh,
Well,
you're here right now, and they have Vector.
I have to. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Awesome. Hello, my name is Shayo from Canada, just right down the street, just like Ravish behind me. This is a question for the coach. When it comes to players like YZ, Rarga, Ospos, like very duelist-centric teams, how much of prep is more so for the team and like counter-attacking or counter-stratting a team that has such a spearheaded composition or player that really you want to shut down before they start up?
Yeah, our preparation is always taking into consideration the players or the teams that we're playing against. If you feel there's a need to avoid certain player or something like that, obviously we could take that into consideration. But our preparation, it's not always a one-to-one. We keep adapting depending on the teams that we're playing against. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. And then a follow-up as well, just for today, because we saw it a couple of times. When it comes to 2 timeouts in one half, what makes you press that red button to like really go for that second timeout really early and then trust the team to keep the vibes, keep the strats and you know, the comebacks up to themselves for the second half?
Honestly, I trust the players that I have, and I trust they can have the reads needed for any situation. For that situation specifically, if I feel the need to pause twice in a side, I'll always do it. Sometimes can be strategical, sometimes can be to just bring the team up a bit. But yeah, at the end of the day, I always trust that the boys can have the reads needed to come back into the game.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey, how you doing? It's Ravish. As I always said, I'm like right outside, bro. I live right there, man. So just real quick question for Penny. Firstly, man, really cool to see you back up here again, bro. Also, you look jacked. But
Appreciate it.
of course, man, you're welcome, bro. No wonder you be back here, bro. I get it. So what I want to understand is, look, you've played in a lot of different teams with some massive personalities and some different ones, right? I want to compare directly back to V1, you know, back when you guys had Effie's, Zelsa's Banner, and so on, right? With who were, you know, very loud and interesting people. And I want to see how those very fascinating personalities compare to the ones that you have here beside you.
I mean, honestly, there's a lot of similarities.
Really?
And yeah, personalities are quite similar between the two, and it's been a lot of fun being here with them, like with the boys right here. It's kind of honestly gonna throw back to those days, to be honest.
Love
So
that.
it's nice to have fun on the stage again.
Love that. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
Cheers,
thank
guys.
Okay, thank you guys for being here, and we can give them an applause. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.